You're watching Football Daily, and here's this week's biggest transfer news and headlines. Let's kick things off in England, where Everton are facing an uphill battle to keep hold of their star striker Romelu Lukaku, according to The Telegraph. That's because Paris Saint-Germain manager Unai Emery has reportedly made the big Belgian his #1 target this summer. Everton rejected bids of around £50 million last June. However, L'Équipe claimed that the Parisians would be willing to blow this out of the water with a monstrous €70 million offer. If Emery can pull the move off, it would be a real coup, given that Bayern Munich, Manchester United and Chelsea are all rumoured to be interested as well. One player PSG are struggling to keep hold of though is Thiago Silva, with L'Équipe reporting that Juventus will offer the Brazilian a pre-contract in January. Quite unbelievably, Emery is yet to begin discussions with the Brazilian captain, whose contract runs out next summer and is rumoured to already be hunting for a replacement. But with Juventus' reputation for getting the best out of ageing players like Alves, Evra and Pirlo, it could be the perfect move for the player. Over to the Spanish capital Madrid now, where both teams are desperately trying to lock down players ahead of their impending transfer bans. Firstly, after convincing Cristiano Ronaldo to sign on the dotted line, Florentino Perez is now confident that the Portuguese great will retire at the Bernabeu. With a contract until 2021, CR7 has already told reporters though that he is not sure where he will finish his career, but it wouldn't exactly come as a surprise to anyone if he retires in white. Unlike Zidane, who has been dishing out contracts like candy, Diego Simeone is facing the prospect of losing one of his two key central defenders. Firstly, Diego Godin is rumoured to be a major target of Jose Mourinho next summer or potentially even in January. That's if you believe The Sun, which is quite frankly always a risk. The big Uruguayan, however, insisted on Wednesday he is fully focused at the Calderon and not planning on a move anytime soon. Now 30 years old, Godin isn't getting any younger, and the fee needed to pry him away from Diego Simeone may be too much, even for Manchester United. Should the move for Godin collapse, Marca claimed that his central defensive partner at Atletico Madrid and for the national side, Jose Gimenez, will become United's #1 target. This move could be more likely though, as the 21-year-old has a buyout clause of £50 million, well within Manchester United's budget. However, with a title challenge on the cards and Diego Simeone at the helm of Los Rojiblancos, unless Ed Woodward can offer a monstrous wage jump, it still seems unlikely. Just before we head to our next transfer story, make sure you get your questions for our Sunday Q&A in the comments now using the hashtag SundayVibes. Or you're much more likely to be featured if you send a video question to our Facebook page, The Football Daily. There's a link on screen now and in the description. Back to the important stuff though, and unlike Real Madrid and Atleti, Barcelona are free to sign players this January, and Sport are reporting that Luis Enrique will move for Steven Nzonzi. The Sevilla midfielder has been in the form of his career, and Enrique remains in the hunt for a powerful figure to support Sergio Busquets. Nzonzi is also attracting interest from Chelsea, although Mundo Deportivo claim that the Frenchman's preference is to remain in Spain. One player Enrique will not be able to sign this January or in the near future is Hector Bellerin, after he put pen to paper on a new deal at the Emirates. The Spaniard was attracting interest from Enrique as well as Manchester City's Pep Guardiola, however has now signed a new contract until 2022. His new wage will stand at over £100,000 a week, making him one of the best paid players at the club alongside Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez. Arsenal's white-hearted rivals Tottenham Hotspur are rumoured to be keeping tabs on Morgan Schneiderlin, that's according to the Daily Mail. The Frenchman wants to end his Old Trafford nightmare and Mourinho is keen to sell him as well, but whether or not he will sanction a deal to a rival club remains dubious. Mauricio Pochettino would be happy to get the deal over the line after working with Schneiderlin at Southampton, so maybe keep your eye on this one come January. And finally, ex-Liverpool manager Brendan Rodgers is reportedly keen on taking an ex-Liverpool legend to Celtic Park this winter. Yep, Steven Gerrard could well be on his way to Scotland, according to the Daily Record. So there we have it, but what do you guys at home think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, why don't you click here for loads more great content and down there to subscribe. And as always guys, we'll catch you later.